Hello, people. Another beautiful day. Yep. And a good one, too. Sunday. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good. What? Okay, Ubisoft. You're biting my style, man. You're biting my style. I was the first person on YouTube that came out and said the industry will grow from the Activision Blizzard merger. I told you that the Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard does not stop the industry from growing. I've been said this, but I guess when I said this, people thought I was talking crazy. But now Ubisoft CEO want to bite my style. Anyway, listen to this. Ubisoft CEO believes Activision merger is good for the industry. I was the first person on YouTube to say it. The very first. And you can look at all the videos that I've done on this and you'll see what I'm talking about. And I said this does not stop. The Microsoft Activision merger does not stop the industry from growing. The industry is going to benefit from this. I've been said it. But anyway, Ubisoft is finally catching on though. Anyway, it says here, good news, the transaction is going through. It says Activision Blizzard acquisition has attracted the attention of all developers and publishers in the game industry. This is also the case with Ubisoft, and the CEO recently shared his thoughts on the merger. He got it from me. I was the very first person on YouTube to say it. Anyway, says here, yes, he said yes. Gilliman from Ubisoft appears to be happy about the deal and believe this deal will create opportunities for companies. Of course it will. Just because you buy a studio, it does not stop the industry from growing. This is why we have shows and seminars that show the accomplishment in video games, but it's also a place of networking where gaming studios are formed. I was the first person on the internet that said that. And now Ubisoft is catching on. What can I say? Anyway, it says here out why it matters. Ubisoft is among the biggest developer in the industry. The gaming giant may look towards a similar merger after Activision Blizzard deal. It says here during the latest investors briefing, the Ubisoft CEO was asked about his thoughts on Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard. I think it's good news for the transactions can go through, because it's really showing the power of IP and where the industry is going. He learned it from me. Okay. Anyway, says here he stated that the deal would create many opportunities. He learned it from me again. Anyway, he says here in the coming years, Yves Gilliman believes that this deal will also help mobile gaming grow, likely inspiring confidence in the game. Inspiring confidence in the gaming giant investment in the mobile market. Previously, Microsoft has claimed that mobile gaming is an important part of the merger. Games like Candy Crush have already sold millions of downloads, leading to inevitable success for Microsoft in the market. Ubisoft has spent lots of money on the mobile industry. It hopes to establish a strong lineup with games like Rainbow Six Siege Mobile and Assassin's Creed Jade coming in the next few months. Reports have also claimed that Ubisoft was looking to merge with another gaming giant. However, it was rejected, likely due to the size and scale of the company. The current acquisition could pave the way for a larger acquisition, with Ubisoft being one of the potential candidates. And then it says here, while the CEO is happy, other companies like EA are not too fond of the Activision Blizzard merger. Publishers like EA are indifferent to the merger and continue to believe it will not impact their position on the platform. And that is that. Look, when I was covering this Activision Blizzard merger, I told everybody, just because you buy a gaming studio, it does not stop the industry from growing. Ben said it. And now Ubisoft has finally caught on. What can I say? But I'm just joking though. but look though, it doesn't stop the industry from growing. We have game shows, we got seminars and conventions, and they celebrate the achievement in video games, right? but that's one thing. But those shows are also about networking, where game studios are formed, where people come together and make meet and greet, and they form studios and they make video games. That's what this game, the gaming industry is in a. It keeps on moving. It doesn't stop just because you buy a studio. And the FTC now, they lost the case, because just because you buy a studio, it doesn't even lessen competition. It's not. It doesn't even stop competition, because studios are formed to take the Activision Blizzard place. To take Activision Blizzard place, they have to be consistent, just like Activision Blizzard. So Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard does not stop competition, okay? And it does not stop the industry from growing, ever, okay? Yeah, the game industry will always grow, okay? People are just mad that Microsoft beat everybody to the punch with this. That's all this comes down to. And now Ubisoft, the CEO, he's trying to take my style now. Okay, but anyway, but I was the first person on the internet that said that, though. Period. I was the first person on the internet that said it, and now people are starting to see. You know, it doesn't stop. Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard doesn't stop anything. Okay, the game industry will continue to grow and thrive. Okay, and studios will learn. Studios will learn how Activision got this big, how they got to this point, and they're going to use that same formula and try to apply it to their studios and go on from there. So the industry stop moving just because Microsoft buy Activision Blizzard. Stop it. The industry will always grow. The gaming industry is like the waves of the sea. Okay, yeah, it will always continue to grow. So yeah, or better yet, when the sun rises and sets, the game industry will always be moving. So yeah, it doesn't stop anything. Microsoft purchasing Activision Blizzard does not stop anything. Okay? But what it teaches Sony and Nintendo, that they have to take care of business. You got to take this gaming industry serious. You know, there's nothing to play with. Yeah, but other than that, the industry will grow and thrive. And you won't even remember. Maybe a few years from now down the road, you might remember, like, oh, we thought Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard was big, but then then there's another studio that's going to be bigger than Activision Blizzard. So yeah, game industry will continue to grow. This Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard, it's about it's really about self-evaluation. Every studio is trying to evaluate themselves. Okay, where are we in the streamline of things? What are we bringing to the table? What is our value? What is our worth? That's what every studio is looking at themselves like. Microsoft just dropped $68.7 billion on Activision Blizzard. Okay, what are we worth? What are we worth? What are we worth? And that's what they're doing. They're looking at themselves, self-evaluation. Everybody is evaluating themselves like, okay, where are we in this whole situation? You know, what is our position? What is our stance? What is our goal? What is our ambition? What are we worth? You know, all that self-evaluation, man. So every studio is doing that. So Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard does not stop the game industry at all. Really doesn't do anything, and it doesn't even lessen competition. There's always going to be competition. Another studio, I would say about another handful of studios will take Activision Blizzard's place. It's not going to stop anything, man. So people rush to judgment because they don't know about the unknown, you know. Yeah, and again, no disrespect to the FTC, the CMA, or the European Commission, or the judge that's overseeing the whole case, Jacqueline Scott Corley. But it does not stop Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard. does not stop anything, man. Yeah. But, you know, game industry will continue to grow. Games will continue to be made. Consoles will continue to be made. And the games now, they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, every console generation, the games they expand, they grow. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of good things coming in gaming, man. So yeah, get ready for it. But Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard stops the industry. Stop it. Okay. You got EA with Battlefield. You got Gearbox. They need to step their game up. Bring out another brothers in arms. Yeah. It doesn't stop anything, man. Maybe Sony need to go back to their shooters. SOCOM, Killzone, Resistance, and improve those games, you know. So yeah. But other than that, game industry will continue to grow. It's just nothing. You know, just because you buy a studio, you know, doesn't stop anything. Man. Anyway, latest video for y'all to enjoy. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars and Star Trek playing. Dark Side.